right, today we are talking about 5 signs that might surprise you if you think you have a tongue tie. So, the first thing is the surprising truth about tongue ties is that most of you have never heard of a tongue tie until I start popping up on your Instagram, right? So maybe you've been dealing with unexplained jaw issues, trouble chewing, feeling out of breath for no reason. Guess what? It could be a tongue tie. So let's talk about 5 signs that might mean you've got one. And trust me, some of them are going to surprise you. So the first one, trouble chewing and swallowing. So if you're having trouble chewing your food properly or swallowing without feeling like it's stuck, a tongue tie could be to blame. A restricted tongue cannot move as it should, which means you're not chewing your food, the tongue's not moving correctly, and this can lead to digestion issues, discomfort, possibly choking. It's real common with my clients. So if you've noticed that food just feels like you're not swallowing correctly, then that's a big red flag. The second one is jaw and neck tension. If your jaw is constantly sore or you're feeling tension in your neck and your shoulders after eating or talking, it could be related to tongue restriction. When your tongue can't move freely, your jaw has to compensate, causing strain. Over time, this can lead to headaches, neck pain, and even jaw joint issues. So if you're dealing with constant tension or discomfort in your jaw, this could be the cause. The third sign, mouth breathing and snoring. So this one, my friend, is a biggie. Are you a chronic mouth breather or do you deal with snoring at night? A restricted tongue can prevent you from breathing properly through the nose, leading to you to breathe through your mouth. So this can affect your sleep, cause dry mouth, and yes, lead to snoring. If you are constantly waking up feeling exhausted, it is time to get to the bottom of it. Let's check that tongue. Sign number 4, speech issues or lisping. If you have noticed that you are struggling with certain words or you have a lisp, there's certain problems when you talk or just stress, maybe your tongue just isn't moving freely in the mouth like it should. If speaking is exhausting, this is another big one. So tongue tie can mess with your speech patterns, causing slurring, unclear speech. So if this sounds like you, it is definitely worth getting checked out. Sign 5, do you have crooked teeth, poor facial development, high narrow palate? What this means is one of two things. Well, it means that the face didn't develop correct. We call that insufficient craniofacial development. Your stadium didn't grow properly. But when I see somebody that has crowding, they have this high narrow palate. Maybe they have, if I look at their nose, their lip, their chin, if they're going backwards, and I can see hey, something went awry here, then why? Then I know that, okay, the tongue clearly, as this human was developing, they did not have the tongue in the roof of the mouth. If the tongue is really narrow, then clearly it wasn't up there to help spread that maxilla apart. Why wasn't it up there? Is it because it is tied down? It could have been mouth breathing. It could have been other things, but that's one of the things that I look at is okay, we see this crowding. Why wasn't the tongue up? Is it because the tongue cannot get up? All right. So if you're wondering, if you are wondering if your kiddo has a tongue tie, then we absolutely want to find that out because it is going to affect the facial development and the airway development, which is our number one concern. If you're an adult wondering, and you might be thinking well, I'm older. Do I need to do anything about it? For sure you do, because those symptoms over time get worse and worse and worse as the compensations kind of give way. So if you're wondering whether it's for you or your child, where you're watching this, grab the link, download the Getting Started guide, or just jump right to, go past go, collect $200 and just get your exam scheduled. And then we will get to the bottom of it and we'll find out.